Hello guys, back with another one. I'm going to be reacting to a video from Weather Rants. They're good at compiling this footage into something which I can sort of evidence for my reason why, part of the reason why I'm going to the Philippines. And this one is very pertinent because it says, why coming back to UK feels miserable from sunshine to cost of living hell. So, I mean, I think this is quite interesting because I'll be going to the Philippines and it'll be much more sunny than here, but it certainly has its own problems. And I'm not going to spin this video into whinging about it at all. But there are certainly issues here, certainly, and I need to, in order to be able to create a family, that's just not suitable here at the moment to being able to find a suitable partner. And yeah, I kind of feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle. I like our weather, to be honest. Maybe it's because I'm in Yorkshire and Yorkshire receives more sunlight than most of the other areas of the UK. But the reason we have such lovely green landscape, at least in spring and summer and a bit of autumn, is that because we get rain and it is cloudy sometimes. You know, I would much rather have our weather than Spain, to be honest. I think Spain looks boring AF, to be honest. But anyway, we'll get into it. Oh, the link will be in the description if you want to watch this without me yammering on.
Is depressed. This country's finished. 5 prime ministers over 6 years. A huge drop in standard of living. Nobody can afford anything. We don't even have any eggs. Inflation is at like 10%. Scotland want to leave. The pound is at its lowest point in decades.
I'm not sure that Scotland do want to leave, to be honest. There's certainly people within Scotland that want to leave, but I think the majority still want to stay, I would think. Especially with everything that's happening at the moment. There's a lot of unity between England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland because we're all facing the same issue with this unfettered migration and, migrant boat crisis.
What's the point?
This is a doomer mentality.
I saw something like a lack of vitamin D is one of the biggest contributing factors to something like seasonal depression.
Yeah, probably for an individual like you, because people with darker skin, the melanin in their skin means it's harder for them to get as much vitamin D. Like when I'm in the Philippines, I'll have no issue whatsoever getting my vitamin D. I'll be able to get vitamin D in half an hour, and I'll be topped up. But individuals from darker countries, like he's obviously ethnically from somewhere else. I would say maybe he looks Albanian or something. So he's genetically maybe does require more sunlight than a white person. Like we don't need that much sunlight to be able to get our vitamin D contribution because we don't have as much melanin in our skin.
You can feel it in the air. It's thick. Winter has got the UK by its fucking neck.
I would say that's an old video. We're in summer at the minute. We're coming up to the end of summer, but winter was a long time ago at the minute.
So how was it, Mr. International?
Fucking shit, now I'm here.
Just wasn't what I asked, was it,
Just
mate?
look around! I fucking hate this depressing little piggish country. Here, why am I here? I was just sipping a fucking pina colada out of SpongeBob's fucking arsehole on a gonorrhea-free beach. And now I'm here with this.
Bit fucking rude, ain't it?
Classic, sad little tea addict. I despise you.
Been there for 7 days, mate. You're not a fucking local.
I was a local.
Yeah, that is funny. People go somewhere for 7 days and think like that they want to go live there. I think that's something like, say, I'm going to the Philippines, and I think a lot of people do that. They go there and they think, oh, I could just live here. And then when you speak to people that have lived there for numerous years, there's many issues that they face, and it's not a paradise. It looks like paradise, but it's not. And it's same with our country. To our country, people from less developed countries think our country is a paradise, and it's not a paradise. And there's nowhere in the world really that is a true paradise, in my opinion.
Local legend that week, mate. They get me there.
Without any shadow of a doubt, England is the most miserable country in the world. This is why everyone walks around with faces like slapped asses. All it does is fucking rain.
This is a doomer mentality again. I think there's more miserable countries than ours for sure, but
must rain like I don't even know how much, but it's an absolute joke. I need to get the fuck out of this shithole again because it's depressing, it's miserable, it's dragging me down to maybe I might start walking around with a face like a slapped ass. Morning. No wonder people are miserable. How can they not be? Fucking England is so poo. Let's get out of here.
I'm sensing that a lot of people now are starting to wake
I think it's the wrong video to put on because we've just had like several heat waves here. We've had loads of hot weather. Today has been like the only day where I've actually felt a bit chilly. So, but maybe the wrong time of year to release this. I don't know, but I thought it was interesting to put.
Wake up and starting to realise that the UK is not the one. The amount of messages I get every day of people saying like, you know what, Cam, you've made me open my eyes. Like, I know that the UK is not the one. I know that the weather here is rubbish. The people here are moody, and it's so true. Like, you guys might moan at me for moaning about the UK and stuff, but it is so depressing, and you don't realise until you live or experience different cultures around the world because it's so grey. Like, look at the weather. It's
I have experience of other cultures around the world, and I still disagree. I would rather live here than Greece, Turkey, Spain, Netherlands. I'm trying to think of some of the countries I might have been to here. But yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nowhere else I would rather live. We've got some issues at the minute, but they're political issues. I don't care about the weather. It is what it is. It's our weather is varied. So, I mean, that's good. If I was to live in Spain, I would be going out of my mind with how boring the weather is, to be honest.
always grey here. Like, it's always dark. Like, no one's really happy. Like, across me now, I'm looking at a car that's had its window smashed, and I'm just thinking, what is going on? Like, is this life? And the short answer is no, it's not. Your life can get a lot better than this, guys. Don't settle for less. Get outside your comfort zone. Start doing things which are going to improve your life. Start earning money online, because that's going to set you free ultimately. And yeah, just improve your life as the best way you can, because as soon as you get out of this country, man, that's another thing. Like, literally, as soon as you get out of the country, you'll notice that your productivity goes up, your mood goes up, which means that you start probably earning more money.
I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to the Philippines, right? I've said that multiple times. That's why the channel's called Adam the Afam, and I will be making content while I'm there about the Philippines. So obviously, my channel will grow because that's the reason for it. But I don't think my productivity is going to go up. I think my productivity will go down because I won't have as much access to the internet. The electric will go off every 3 days. So it's going to be much harder for me to make content over there. The content will undoubtedly be more interesting than the content I'm creating at the moment. I think my productivity is going to go down, to be honest with you. The only way that my productivity might increase is I won't have as many distractions. You know, I won't have to like keep calling out the house to go get things and etc. And have to ring people up for like paying bills and all this other bull crap that you have to do in your day-to-day life. Once I'm there and I'm just a tourist making content, all I'll have to worry about is putting food in my mouth and a roof over my head. I won't be getting chased for council tax and all this, and you know, energy bills and all this other bull crap.
Money, you're more focused, you're more happier, which brings more happy energy into your life. So it's a toxic cycle being in the UK, man. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree,
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's because you're in holiday mode. You know, you're there, you don't have to work, so you do feel like you're more productive. You are more free. But if you had to live there, I honestly think that you would find yourself less productive if you were to live in some of these other countries with their infrastructure being inferior.
with me, let me know. Do you think I'm just talking nonsense? I want to hear what you guys have got to say. Share this with a friend who you want to escape the UK with.
Boys, I don't know what it is. The UK is just feeling hella washed. I can't lie to you. I've literally just got to go to a service station to just get some.
It's crazy how many of these videos is actually grey weather. I mean, like I said, Yorkshire where I am is very, very sunny. And if you can look at some of my other videos on my channel where I'm recording outside, and it's been sunny on every occasion I'm going out the door. Pretty much. I mean, on some of the videos I'm in the woods, so you can't really see the sky. But I do find it interesting. They've all been filming on cloudy days.
Mission Essential kit, okay? Monsters, fucking a new vape. Oh, I'm supposed to be quitting.
So, after living in Turkey for the past 4 years, I've decided I've had enough and I'm moving back to England. I'm sick of the hot weather here in Turkey. I'm sick of cleaning this pool. I'm sick of not setting an alarm every morning. I'm getting sick of sitting on these sun loungers. I'm getting sick of how nice
I've been to Turkey. Nice!
Turkish people are.
Get lost. No. You're a liar. I've been to Turkey. They are not nice. They are very rude, in my opinion. Me and my girlfriend almost had a few fights with some of them with how they were being. You know what I mean? Like, very pushy, very touchy-feely, very upfront. You know, rude. That's all I can say. Rude. But I was in a tourist area. I'm sure if I went into like a village where it wasn't a tourist area and they don't see many English people, my experience would be very different. But they're just trying to extract money from you. I did not find Turkish people very friendly at all.
I'm getting sick of these views. Jokes. You won't catch me coming back there if it were the last country on earth.
And we have nice views in the UK as well, like Lake District, Peak District, Cotswolds, North York Moors, South. What's the one near Southampton? No, I forgot something Downs. I forgot its name. Bodmin Moor, Cornwall. You know, if we spread it out beyond England, so Wales, Scotland, we have some of the most majestic scenery in the world here. I think this were a bad video to put on. I should have put on one of the cost of living ones, to be honest.
I'm back in England and the cold has slapped me before the cozy lips has even had a chance to. Global warming does not exist on this island. I left 18 degrees and was met with -5.
My God, it does it. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't exist. The weather is getting warmer for sure. We just had record temperatures in 2022, and this year we've had multiple heat waves with the temperature being higher than average on previous years. So yeah, it's getting warmer. Neither is the world coming to an end like all the Greta Thunbergs want to believe.
This is disrespectful, cold and expensive. What is the selling point? We must come together.
I would say the selling point is a band of productivity. Like the most productive countries usually are more northern. And you can see this throughout history, where like sort of the most productive band was in the Fertile Crescent, then it would rise up to Greece, and then it was the Roman Empire, and then it would be like sort of the Middle Ages, colonialism, and then now the most productive countries is like the Scandinavian countries. Like obviously the Industrial Revolution took place after the colonialization as well. So there's like a band of productivity that rises up through the world, and that is why you can see this as well with Canada becoming more and more productive, while the USA's economy looks a bit. I mean, it's growing obviously, but the long-term prospects of the USA economy do not look as prosperous as Canada's prospects. So I would say the band of productivity, the fact that if you look at it, there's a video, I can't remember what it's called, it's like why the tropics is poor. So the closer you are to the tropics, the poorer your country is, right? And that's not even something man-made, that is, it's a natural phenomenon. Darwin in Australia has the lowest GDP of all the Australian cities because it's the nearest to the tropics. And you can observe this in many places as well. So
I unite and leave this place, please.
Are people going to talk about how living in the UK is actually depressing? The UK is just not it anymore. Like, the UK was it, like, back in the day, hence why, like, our parents migrated. But, like, when I hear people...
It's funny, isn't it? It was it back in the day, and loads of migration happened, and then now it's not it anymore. I wonder why that is. This woman's probably fine. She seems to be, she's a British woman. She's integrated, right? So I'm not going to take shots at her and her family. But there is a correlation between mass immigration and standards going down in the UK. It's half of the story, because the other half is obviously the government. It's not the weather. I don't see as the weather is the thing that's affecting the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom has some of the, for the size of the country, we have the most productive farmland. Like Ukraine has the most total, but it's a much bigger country. In accordance for how large our country is, we have the most productive farmland, and that's because of where we are and the kind of weather we have. So, I disagree again.
People saying they want to come to the UK. I'm like, what are you actually coming to the UK for? There's nothing in this.
Oh my God, for the standard of living. We have a better standard of living than all these other countries. That's why so many, when I've talked to Filipinos, like they always mention how clean my country is, how quiet my country is, how nice it would be to send children to school in my country because of how bad their education system is. No offense, Filipinos. And there's many countries like that. That's why they want to come here. This video's stupid. I think I'm done. I was just testing out some encoding settings anyway, because my previous videos were very choppy. If you made it to this point in the video, call me a moron, and then I'll know that you got to this point, because it'd be interesting to see how many people get to the end of this video. But I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo.